Trading ICT is very simple if you understand this three-step process I'm about to teach you, right? So it's going to allow you to catch these high risk reward trades and know you don't need to rely on the power of three indicator. So everything comes down to essentially a fair value gap. So when you see a fair value gap, the market can do one of two things. The market can either hold the level or it can break the level. So now in this case, we're going to be looking at a specific trade case where the market breaks below this level and then breaks above this level. So we see price breaking below and then above. So your job is to catch this retracement before price moves to the upside. And that's exactly what's happened here. So if we go down to a 5-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart, we can see this nice risk reward trade playing out, but you need to understand what's going on in this region. And the only way you can do that is by validating your trades with the order flow. So we can see the exact same price action. The markets break this level and they come back into this level. Now from here, what you're seeing is you're seeing a large bid volume, which means that there's significantly more aggressive sellers than buyers. In fact, when we read the volume over here, we can read 405 for 105, 535 for 285. So there's significantly more sellers than buyers, but the market was able to break above this level, right? This is what gives us the confirmation because sellers have failed in this region. So when we go back to the regular candlestick chart, what we can see if we break down my entry model, right? My entry model shows something very specifically where we've had a break above and now we're waiting for price to come back into this area. Now that price has come into this area, we're reading that sellers are failing in this area. And this is exactly where the sellers have failed in this area, right? From here, because the sellers have failed, we can now look for buys, right? So we can now take a long position from this area. We can have our stop loss just below this zone. And in reality, you're aiming for at least a 1 to 2 risk reward, right? So if we just allow this trade to play out, we're aiming for a 1 to 2 risk reward after we can see the sellers have failed. So if you're not using order flow, just comment the word order flow and I'll send you a free guide on how I trade.